Thank you so much. So, my dear Toastmasters, before I start with my speech, may I know who among our Toastmasters are currently pursuing their post-education or already done with their post-academic? Please use any emojis to be recognized. There you go. Okay. I believe that most of you have deep and inspiring reasons why you decided to pursue higher education. But tonight, allow me to share with you a story of a girl who decided to take her master's because of a diamond. I just graduated from college back then, got my first job in a Catholic school, and passed the most anticipated licensure exam. Everything was running smoothly in my life until the diamond that was handed to me by my uncle was lost. It was his gift to his wife. And for some reason, I lost it. From being carefree and confident to start fresh in life, I became in debt for something that wasn't mine. To cut the story short, I was young and in debt at that time. Mind you, the cost of the missing diamond would cost me years of earning, and I couldn't afford my parents to pay for it. But just when I'm running out of options, somehow the universe takes its turn and present opportunities in ways that even I couldn't imagine. A very good offer came from one of our relatives asking me to take my master's degree and promise me with the expenses that I will be needing. At that time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back to school as a student because, as I've mentioned, I just graduated. But at that time, I applied for a master's degree in this university where they bleed green and white. Just kidding. I applied for a master's degree program at De La Salle University. Luckily, I got in and they gave me a scholarship. So I was able to save the money for my tuition and use it to pay my debt. I guess the plan worked out. Upon entering grad school, I wasn't really sure about the path I was taking. As you all know, my motivation in entering was more of an intrinsic motivation to get out of debt. So staying and finishing the program was just a bonus at my end. What I didn't know is that this decision will unfold into a beautiful story. One of the challenges that I encountered when I was pursuing my grad studies was self-sabotaging. I have a lot of insecurities back then that led me to low self-esteem. Also, our family didn't have much, and the offer to take grad school somehow forces me to enter a university with a very different environment, with people coming from different walks of life and social status. I was intimidated. Just like in teleseries where you enter a den of elites and you're the odd one out, that's what I was thinking. I was already conditioning myself that whether I meet good people or not, I have to continue to get out of debt. To my surprise, the people I met in the program were the most humble, hardworking, and inspiring people that I've ever worked with. Yes, there is a huge gap when it comes to social status, but they never make me feel like there was. On days when I doubted myself, they were the ones who would cheer me up and would tell me how much potential they see in me. Most of all, they taught me to love learning even more and to dream deeper. One of my friends even told me, "Huwag ka lang mangarap ng mataas, mangarap ka din ng malalim." For 3 years, I was able to finish all the academic courses in the program. A huge thanks to the van that unconsciously became my bedroom and study room while I am taking 2 hours commute to school, not to mention the traffic in betweens. I remember arriving home at 11:30 p.m. or at midnight, sleeping for 4 to 5 hours, then preparing for work the next day, since my classes are scheduled on weekdays. Despite the tiring schedule, I will still spend my weekends going to the library. It was tiring, definitely, but I was happy. I was done with all the coursework and the comprehensive exam when I got into the public school as a teacher. Eventually, meeting friends with the same goal becomes less and less. Spending time at the library becomes unusual. My goals somehow shifted. During my 2-year hiatus in the program, I was convincing myself that it's okay if I did not finish what I have started. It's okay to let go and just move on. But as I persuade myself to walk away, I was haunted by my what ifs. It felt so wrong to walk away and throw everything that I've worked hard for. Luckily, a friend from the program reaches out. Even when I was shifting directions, this friend was ours would find time to catch up and check on me. Unconsciously, I rekindle my eagerness to go back and finish the program. I was reminded of how happy and satisfied I was when I was studying, even with the exhausting schedule and even if I was deprived of sleep. So I gave myself another chance during the pandemic. Now, I am happy and proud that I persevered and followed what my heart truly desired. Because as of this moment, I am officially one of those who are graduating. This reminds me of a book written by Angela Duxworth entitled Grit. She defined grit as a mixture of passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Grit is having the stamina to endure, to stick to what you believe in, to stick to your goal day in and day out. And this is my story of grit. Thank you.